With crypto volatility in full swing today, a lot of traders are on edge. As a matter of fact, a lot of traders are getting liquidated because they are over leveraged. Now, if you want to leverage, but you want to leverage responsibly, you do have access to the KCEX exchange down in the description below. You guys are going to be able to trade any altcoin, any meme coin that you want to get your hands on. Check it out right here very easily. You can trade on up to 125x leverage, but check this out. If you just trade spot, look at the fees. 0% maker, 0% taker. You're not going to find a cheaper exchange. You're not going to find a better exchange with more, selection than the KCEX exchange has. So use that link down in the description below. Sign up. All they need is an email, and you're going to be good to go. Now, with that, let's talk a little bit about what's happening in the market today, and then set the scene because, well, people are starting to write whether or not Shiba Inu Coin is going to be a millionaire maker over XRP. These are two of the most popular cryptocurrencies in the entire world. So let's see what these analysts have to say. And if it sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay. Now, Shiba Inu Coin, Ethereum, meme coins, Bitcoins, it doesn't matter what you're looking at. It is all down slightly today after a major sell-off that was fueled by a larger than expected PPI data. This is the producer price index that came in this morning at 8:30, and it spooked the market, right? If you missed the video from earlier, make sure to watch it. But it spooked the market and caused about $1 billion in liquidations, which further fueled this decline. Now, with that, we are recovering beautifully at the moment, and the overall cryptocurrency space is still very positive. So let's see what these analysts believe the next millionaire maker is going to be. I'm not going to read through the entirety of the article here, but I do want to focus on the key subjects. It says XRP gains institutional traction with 300 plus global financial partners using Ripple's ODL for $2.5 billion in Q3 of 2024 cross-border transactions, and it is growing even further from there. Shiba Inu Coin relies on social media hype and speculative tokenomics, lacking real-world adoption despite 5.5 trillion tokens burnt in 2025. Now, I don't believe that we've burned 5.5 trillion tokens in 2025, maybe 5.5 billion tokens in 2025, but not 5.5 trillion. XRP's regulatory compliance, ISO 222 alignment, and EVM sidechain innovations position it as a sustainable infrastructure asset versus Shiba Inu Coin's volatile meme-driven model. So basically, all this article boils down is to say that XRP is utility-driven, Shiba Inu Coin is meme-driven, and I absolutely agree, right? Now, utility versus speculation. The contrast between XRP and Shiba Inu Coin is stark. XRP's institutional partnerships, regulatory clarity, and technical innovation create a foundation for sustainable growth. Shiba Inu Coin, by contrast, is high-risk, high-volatility asset. Its price is driven by social media sentiment and speculative trading with no clear path to real-world adoption. Here's the thing that we've learned about cryptocurrency, though. You do not need a utility. You do not need real-world adoption to be bought. People drove Shiba Inu Coin to a $40 billion valuation in 2021 based on pure meme coin hype and FOMO buys alone. They could do so in 2025 or even higher based on the same hype, based on the same speculation, and based on the same excitement. Now, this article concludes that XRP is the better choice because, of course, it does have real value or utility behind it. But I don't necessarily think that's the case in terms of overall growth. XRP is already a $100+ billion market cap cryptocurrency, and Shiba Inu Coin is a tiny $8 billion cryptocurrency. Now, with that, Shiba Inu Coin's got a lot of potential if it can find buyers. Now, buyers this morning are very, very finicky. Okay, they're getting liquidated on leverage. They're worried about the interest rates. They're worried about the inflation data, all of that. But we're nowhere near a bull market yet. Guys, we're sitting at a level of 68 greed today, and I believe this number has a long way to go before we get overheated. So yes, here's my choice. Diversify. I am buying both XRP and I am buying Shiba Inu Coin. I don't think it's that hard to do both. You're not limited to only one. And on top of both of these, I have found a cryptocurrency that takes the best of both worlds. Bitcoin Hyper. Not only does it have the memeable art, it also has utility. Now, if you guys are interested in diversifying into Bitcoin Hyper as well, you've got a link for it down in the description below, and you're going to see that they've already raised $9.5 million, and they continue to raise very, very quickly. This is one that has been taking off and doing very well over the last couple of weeks because, of course, more people are excited, more people are showing greed, more people are interested in utility, and more people are willing to buy these tiny little new tokens because they understand that a bull market is right around the corner. So if you're interested in buying, you're going to buy with crypto or buy with card. Connect your wallet. All you gotta do is scan that QR code with the wallet on your phone. I like to use Best Wallet, but it's completely up to you guys how you want to connect. And then from there, you type in how much you want to buy. What they're doing for utility is building a layer 2 blockchain for Bitcoin. How it's going to work is you're going to bridge over from Bitcoin to Bitcoin Hyper. Utilizing the Solana virtual machine, you're going to be able to transact with near instant finality. And then utilizing zero knowledge proofs, it's going to send that information back to Bitcoin where it's validated on the blockchain. From there, when you're ready to withdraw, all you got to do is initiate the request, right? So you click withdraw, and then it validates all the information, and it releases your Bitcoin back to the Bitcoin layer 1 address that you used. If you guys still have any questions on how Bitcoin Hyper is going to work, use that link down in the description below for their website. Pull up all of their information, see everything that they've got to offer, get all of your frequently asked questions answered, and check out their X account, right? Hit them up on Telegram. Send them a message on X. Make sure that these people are answering your questions before going in and deciding to invest. I have decided to buy into Bitcoin Hyper, not because I know that it's a guaranteed money maker, because I know that it's guaranteed to not make me any money if I do not take the opportunity. If I do not invest, I cannot earn. So I have made my decision. I want to know what your guys' decision is. We've got Shiba Inu Coin doing well. We've got Ethereum doing well. We've got XRP doing well. Solana doing well. We are ready for the biggest bull market that the cryptocurrency space has ever seen. I believe that Bitcoin Hyper can do well as well. Let me know what you guys think. And until the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.